What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Premier Passions. Things have been going all right, to be fair. We've had a little bit of a couple of little dodgy patches in the season, but not too bad at all. A few new signings have come in as well. So before we do the results run, I'm just going to quickly show you a couple of the new faces that have come in. They don't warrant, because there's so much of a turnover at the moment in terms of, wrong page, in terms of transfers and stuff, they don't really, warrant a transfer roundup special thing at the moment. One that I am very, very, very happy about is Ali Frimpong. Now, do you remember in Grassroots to Greatness we had Emmanuel Frimpong? Or Ali Frimpong from VCD picked up on a free. That rhymes from me. Excuse the people drilling and shit outside if you can hear that. I'll try and get that sort of taken out with the audio stuff. But there's a lot of works going on. Holy shit, his fucking pace has gone up. Wowza Rooney, this kid's on flames. He was 17 acceleration. I think it was about 15 pace when he joined. And he's now up to 2020. My life, this kid's gonna wreck some faces coming up this season. But yeah, he was at VCD and he played like one game and we sort of jumped in and snapped him up from them because my director of football was like, made a bid for him. And I was like, oh, Frimpong, that reminds me of Emmanuel. Let's have a look at him. He rejected the bid. He rejected the initial offer. So I looked at his stats and I was like, this kid's going to be absolutely immense. So I shot in there and picked him up on a free. He's on £35 a week at the moment, so he's one of our wage players, but that does tie him in till at least the end of the season to start off with. So he's had a very good start as well. You can see there he's played 8, scored 4. Very slow to start with, but he soon kicked in. You'll see that when we do the results. Why didn't I just press back, dumbass? Yam Fam is back. Yam Fam is back. I let him go, and I kind of regretted doing it because although he didn't get a lot of goals, he was really involved in stuff when he played. He really got stuck in. And with Darryl Clare getting injured, Ilsamani's gone out on loan to Biggleswade, I think it is. So, and Adibola's 41, and he's not that mobile. So kind of, I felt like we needed somebody else. And so I said to him, would you like to come back? And he basically ran into my arms and we had one of those bromance moments. So he's back at the club, really happy with that. Lewis Coyne is another one. He's been released by Rochdale. If you want to look at his stats, you have to pause it because I don't want to go over this too long because we've got today a double Derby delight for you. We've got 2 Derby games in today's episode. We're going to do a double live com. Liam Riley's just joined. He's very shiny. Is Mr. Riley, very shiny. Former Barnsley player, he's 18 years of age. He's come in on a wage, so a risk there, but he's only on till the end of the season. Some of the wage players that have come in, I wish now I hadn't bothered bringing in on a wage. I wish I'd have just left the money for something else in the budget, but it was one of those where at the time it seemed like a good idea, but it turns out it really wasn't. But he's come in. He's going to be battling it out for that left back place with Mr. Cobb, who had a shitter last game. Was it last game or was it the game before? He had a shitter a couple of games ago, I think it was. And then Miles Welsh-Hayes, former Oxford youngster, made one appearance for Oxford. He's come in. He's going to be battling it out at the right back with Evans. So we've got a couple of new players to try out. He's literally just signed. He's another one on a wage. And in terms of players leaving, you can see he's gone to Biggleswade. That's it, Biggleswade Town. We've let all these guys go. Yanfram's been left and come back, so is Jake Holt. Starting to regret Jake Holt though, because he is not doing very well at all. Hickey and Hicks have both gone. Sad, but they've gone. Bateman never took off. Coral, he was here for he was only here for like When did he join? He joined on the 6th of the 8th. We released him on the 30th of the 8th because after 2 games he was kicking off because he wasn't playing and he wasn't fit. So why should we play him? But anyway, guys, that's the quick little bit of the trousers. That's the quick little look at our trousers. Let's have a look at our pants. Let's have a look at the results, shall we? That sounds like a bloody good idea to me. So following that 2-0 defeat on the opening day to Buxton, we won 3-0 at home to North Ferriby. McDonald Roberts with a goal, Williams picking up where he left off with a goal, and Joe Evans with the third. A fantastic game for us, very dominant in terms of everything really. We were all over them from pretty much start to finish, and a fully deserved, I'm moving my phone out of the way in case it starts beeping. It may already have, if it has, I'm sorry. A very dominant win for our first home game of the season. We followed that up with another good game, this time away at Boston. Schofield and Stenson with the goals in this one. Schofield's really emerged as a very good attacking midfielder. He's also very decent at defensive midfield, which is a position he's been playing in recently. Excuse me. But yeah, a really good all-round performance and had no complaints. In what was one of the most even games I've ever seen in my life on Football Manager, Jim Owen got his first goal for us, his first senior career goal on 46 minutes, but then we kind of just switched off. We really did just switch off completely, and Matty Hughes and Ben McKenna scored the 2 goals. Ben McKenna's come for the penalty spot after Cohen got a straight red for a stupid challenge in the area, for which he got fined for because it was so fucking stupid and so needless. He pissed me right off. I never know if these are filed or filled. I'm going to go with filed. I always say filed, so that's what I'm going to go with. We beat them by 2-1. You can see Culpepper, who joined on loan from Crewe. He didn't notice that in the incoming transfers. He scored. And the day we've all waited for, Diego Maradona got on the score sheet. He created a goal in the last game. He created our goal in the last game. And he scored in this one, and it was a day to remember. It was superb, a beautiful moment for the bloke, and we beat them by 2-1. We followed that up with another 2-1 win, and today was another day to remember. Owen got his second goal for the club, but Ali Frimpong spotted himself up with a fantastic goal in 48 minutes, and we dominated the game from start to finish. There's not really much else to say about it. We won and we deserved it. Return of the AmFam started. Okay, he got a goal, but unfortunately the team was shocking. We lost 3-1. Hatfield, Bowerman and Shaw with the goals. Shaw also missed a penalty on 85 minutes, which would have made it obviously 4-1. Guiseley were superb on the day. Cannot fault them, they deserved it from start to finish. Booed. Are you listening, booed? Hinckley Albion 3, Stockport 1. It wasn't as easy as it looks. It was very, very difficult to get our second goal, believe you me. We tried a lot. Hickman missed a penalty on 23 minutes. That was our opportunity to go ahead. Schofield, though, 6 minutes later did put us 1-0 up, but Lewis Montrose snuck in with an equaliser on 53. I did start to think that it wasn't going to happen on this day. I thought, okay, a point will do, or maybe they'll freaking nick it. But Ali Frimpong came off the bench and swiped a second goal for us. Even for that, I lost my train of thought then completely. Just looking at what minute it was, I looked at the minute and my mind went blank. Yeah, he got his second goal for the club, I think it was, and our second goal of the game is what I was trying to say. And then Mitch Williams, who hasn't had the impact this season he did last season, crept in with his second of the season. We beat Boods boys by 3-1. They're struggling at the bottom of the league, and I honestly do think that Boods is the only man who can save Stockport County. We then came up against Chorley, and Cruz got the goal for them, but it wasn't enough, as Frimpong, who's been on fire, scored 2, and Josh Lundstrom, who is really bossing the midfield these days. He's really taken off. Really impressed with him, and I don't know how many times I can say really much more without it being really annoying. And then it all came crumbling down. We played Harrogate at home, and this is we lost obviously massively to Guiseley, but this was easily the single most terrible performance we have put in on this save so far. We were absolutely woeful. Those stats, I swear to God, are lying. That never happened. There is no way we had 13 shots, no way we had 53% of possession. We were shit. End freaking of. So, that is what has been going on. That is what has been cracking off. And Frimpong, like I say, has been an absolute little pecker of a man, smashing goals over. The pecker's really an insult. That's not the word I was looking for. If I could be bothered, I'd have cut that and started this bit again, but I'm not going to. Yeah, he's been an absolute beauty, and he's done really, really well for us so far, so I'm really pleased with the way he's turned out. He could be that one. I'd like to try and get a player out the door for maybe £100,000. That's my first sort of major target. He could be the one if he continues to develop, if his stats keep going up. I mean, you saw that there, his stats were all pointing on the up, which was an absolute boss. Well, not all of them, but most of them. So happy with that. We will struggle. Say if he did go this season, I don't think he will, but if he did go this season, we'd struggle. And it seems to be my luck in FM. I get a player of this quality, and then like on that Sparta/Dortmund now non-YouTube save that I've been doing on and off on Twitter, you'll know that whenever I got a decent young kid at Sparta, literally boom, AC Milan, Juve, Real Madrid, everybody just fucking jumped on them. That seems to happen to me when I do these saves as well, because we have no financial pulling power. We do though have we've just slightly over doubled our season. We had 25 last season. We've got 52 this season, unless that's an administration error and they've just put them the wrong way around. But we've got a few more season ticket holders this year, which is sweet. So the league is looking like this. We're currently in 4th, and that is only because it's a very tight league. If you look at that, I mean, a couple of defeats and a couple of wins, and we could be where Chorley are. Chorley could be where we are. It's that simple. Stockport started to improve. They were bottom for quite some time, but they're starting to pull through now. Darlington, Hensford and Solihull Moors are having a bit of a struggle. So that's that. In terms of injuries, we've had a few players in and out, but at the minute we're okay. We're surviving. Along with Buxton and Tamworth without any, but I foresee that changing. I really do. Our players are going to start to get tired coming up soon. So today we've got a double header, double live con, so a longer video today, so sorry. But we're playing our local rivals away in the league, Nuneaton Town. And 1 point separates us 4 places, so that's going to be a big game. And then we do end up in the cup, hallelujah. So we are in the FA Cup second round qualifiers as well against Barwell, and we're also obviously in the FA Trophy a bit later on. But I didn't realise this wasn't planned. I was just like, I want to do Nuneaton. Then the draw happened like yesterday in game, and it was Barwell, so I was like, okay, then we'll be doing them both. So we're going to crack on with that. Frimpong is going to start up front, I think, because of his pace. Let's have a quick little look. The youth goalkeeper's up, by the way, because we let Arnold go. He was getting very bitchy-witchy about not being in the team. You are good, but I'm going to put Mitch out there. Robert Evans is starting to lose his grip on the first team. So Stenson, the captain, he's really struggled. Newton come out because you didn't have a very good game last time. You two are pretty pooped. Culpepper can come in. TJ Culpepper. What a name that is. Well, I know TJ, from helping out and stuff, up at the Alex. And, TJ, I like to call him Cool Pepper. But yeah, he's an okay lad. And Josh, I know as well. Both good lads. Don't really know them, but I know of them, sort of thing. I don't spend a lot of time with them. They're not in my, it sounds so pedo, they're not in my age group. Not my age group. Nah, I deal with the younger ones. I have a lot to do with the younger lads there when it comes to that sort of stuff, but I don't do a lot of the coach stuff up there anymore. It's more of going around and looking at things instead. So there's that. There's a little insight into the world of me. So we're kicking this bad boy off. We do need to get the goal highlights back on. That's right. There's Lundstrom. He sends it forward to Frimpong. Oh, and he's done it. He's done it. Little Frimpong. Get in. Beautiful ball over the top. He looks offside to me there. Poor defending from the Borough. And look at that. All 4 of the 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe. I couldn't count them all. Hinckley fans behind the goal going absolutely wild. Here's Evans. Williams, Lundstrom, plays it back to Cobb, whoever that was. Go on. Oh, Williams is in. Mitch Williams makes it 2. Nah. We're going up. Albion's going up. Oh, beautiful. He's really good, Owen. Really pleased with him. And Mitch Williams, maybe he's starting to find his feet in this division now. As you can tell as well, the webcam is back on. I love the fact that Marlon Howard's still an Nuneaton legend. He lives not far from here as well. Frimpong. Get in. Superb stuff. Look at that. Just turns inside. Nobody puts a challenge in. Poor from the keeper. Easy as you like. 4 shots to 0. 3-0. Happy with that. The camera's back and I've decided to go back with it. I hate face cam on my videos. Go on. Oh, I don't like having face cam on my videos, because I hate wearing glasses. I hate it. And at the moment, I haven't got my contact lenses sorted out. So it's annoying because I'm having to wear glasses because I hate it. I hate wearing glasses. Nothing wrong with wearing glasses. It's just a personal preference. I hate it. And this is why. I'll show you. Look, I don't know if you can see this. It might be too far away. But this is why. Oh, I get really bad marks on my nose. No matter what I do, no matter how new the glasses are, it really does my head and it hurts a lot. And plus I look like a dick. So, I don't like it. Don't suit me at all. But yeah, and go on. Yeah, the reason I took it off is because I was having so much fucking issue. Go on, audio syncing, on Adobe Premiere. Adobe Premiere sometimes has a little bit of a flip fit and doesn't like the way things are recorded on Bandicam. Or indeed on OBS at times. So it kind of messes it all up. And I have to spend ages trying to resync parts and it doesn't always work right, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. But, alas, dear children, I decided to screw it and go with it because I've watched a few people's videos and so you don't get sent off. I watched a few people's videos, a couple of FIFA guys, and they have their face cam on and none of their audio syncs up with their freaking face. It's like they're going there and they're like this. Like that. And then about 3 minutes later, he's like, passes it, let's go! And on the screen, he's there doing his substitutes like that. And I'm just like, if people don't mind that, then they're not going to mind if my voice goes a little bit out of sync with my face on these videos. So, it's all good. It's all good. But for me personally, it drives me mad. So when I watch these, FIFA guys or PES guys or whatever that do have those sync issues on certain devices, I literally just don't look at them. I literally just sort of like that and don't look at them. So there you go. But that was a fantastic 3-0 win. Absolutely fantastic. Really freaking pleased with that. It's moved us up to joint top. Wow. This league is so close. So close. I mean, even Darlington who are bottom, just give them a few wins and they're like banging mid-table. It's a close league so far. But it's one of those where you get into a little bit of a rut, you lose a couple of games on the points, and you're in trouble, mate. So that is that. Kevin Wilkin, former Nuneaton Town manager, has been given the sack. I am one of the favourites for the job. Merthyr have given their gaffer the sack as well. They came up with us last season. They won our league last year. Frimpong is a legend. He is a legend. You want what? Why would I let you have one of my first team players, Biggleswade? Have a word with your face. Still a buyer. A lot of speculation, thank you. I have a contract with Hinkley Albion. I've got a job to do here, son. I ain't going nowhere, sunshine. Right, but I'm going to go now to that Barwell game, so we're going to jump over in the videotape. Okay? Excellent. Okay, we are back in your face, and Hickman is suspended for today's game due to picking up too many yellow cards, so Luis Coyne is coming in for his debut. Riley's on the bench, as is Eddie Bolos. We get a couple more substitutions for this, and Sam Wayne replaces Coyne on the bench, who obviously replaced Hickman in the team. But I'm going to go with the same team that beat Nuneaton. One thing I wanted to show you was this guy, Henry Burnett. He came in on loan from Dagenham. We seem to have quite a good relationship with the Daggers in terms of letting us loan their young lads, so that's pretty good. He's come in, he's done okay. He's not scored yet, but he's been involved decent, in a decent amount of the play when we've been going forwards and stuff. So really pleased with how he's done so far. Apparently we have sold 700 tickets so far for this match, so this is going to break our record attendance, which was 120 something, I think, or 150 something, by an absolute country mile, which is superb. Jimmy Ginelli, somebody I know very well. If you're watching, Jimmy, good to see you, my friend. I know you followed the AFC Hinckley series on and off, and his lad did. He's been bitching about our pitching, and our pitch is terrible, and I've had a bitch about it as well. So maybe if we can get a good cut run together, we can put some money into getting a better pitch laid out for us. Maybe, possibly, maybe. In terms of how this match is going to play out, I honestly have no idea what to expect at all from this match. But it's going to be an interesting game nonetheless. Big local game for us. I think it's our first game against Barwell as well. We didn't play them last season. They were in the Northern Premier, weren't they? We were in the Southern, I believe. But it's been a cagey 10 minutes in the FA Cup, our first ever FA Cup game as well. So it's been a cagey performance so far, and they've scored. Wow. Rio Murray scored after 15 minutes. This looked like absolutely piss poor defending. Oh, it was. That is terrible stuff. Boo, hiss, boo, is all I can say to that. My goodness gracious me, let's get aggressive with the bitches. Come on. Look at the possession. Look at the amount of ball we're having. Why are we not doing anything with it, you bastards? Nantwich beating Altrincham. That's good. I'd like to see that. Come on. That's it. Come on. This way. Somebody offer him. Well done. And again. Oh, poor. Come on. Go on. Oh. Barwell really shutting us out well. But here's Mitch Williams! Mitch Williams! 4th of the season, 2nd of the video. So is he finding his feet again? I hope so. Terrible defending from Barwell this time. It's been a game of two terribly defending teams. We've been absolutely cack-a-poo-poo face on defending fronts, as have they. Right, let's give a passionately get another goal, make some shit happen sort of speech, which has had no effect on these bunch of bastards at all. Pitch is starting to cut up now, you can tell that in the old even in the old 2D classic. Oh no. Owen's got his gash out. Go on. Williams! Get in. Get in. Well done. I'm going to bring Owens off because he's a bit pooped. Let's be honest, kids. Give Cobb up there and Liam Riley coming on. Calmly, go out there, do your shit, son. Don't go out there and do a shit. That will not go down well. Don't do that. That would be wrong. Oh! Wow! Off the line. Okay. Yeah, you go, Marida. He's had a cracking game as young Williams, but I want to save him for the league so he can come off. I'm going to try something strange. Ali Frimpong on the wing and Big D. Big D up top. Big D. Frimpong isn't a winger, but he's got a lot of pace, so we'll give him a crack on the wing. He's been booked. It's not gone down well. It has not gone down well. Andy Bolton looks knackered in his freaking picture, for Christ's sake. Come on, get it out, get it out. No! My wife just texted me. That's what I think of that. Right, okay. Well. No, there wasn't positives. I'm going to get angry as piss with them because we should have won that comfortably. No disrespect to Barwell, but we had a lot more of the ball, a lot more chances. We should have finished them off, and we haven't. So now we've got to piss around with a replay, which we did not need, but these things are sent to try us. So you have to wait now until the next episode to find out how the diddly-doo-dah we got on in that match. But guys, please hit that like button down below if this is something you're still enjoying. The videos are getting over 20 likes an episode at the minute, which is absolutely amazing. I could not have dreamt of that when we started. So I just want to say a massive thank you to every single person who's watched and everybody who's liked and everybody who's commented and all the new subs, all the new followers on Twitter. Thank you so much to everybody who's involved. It means a massive amount to me. But guys, I'm going to leave it there because I need to go and cry for an hour to get over another cock-up, really, in terms of losing a result. But thanks very much for watching, guys. As always, it's been a pleasure being in your face again. With a hat, with this hat, I've just realised I've had this hat on the whole time. I've been fiddling around with it the whole time, and then it's just dawned upon me, you know, you've got a hat on your head.